everyone, Rain here. I got your cons draft here, and this pack is pretty awful. Um, Dragon Throne's not really good at all, so we have to look to the rest of the pack. Raider Spoils is a powerful card in a specific deck that we don't have any incentive to be right now, but it probably still is the pick. I don't want to take a tricolor card. Smite isn't great. It's between Raider Spoils and like Bloodfell Caves, and I'm just more inclined to take the powerful card. Alright, things are working out okay for us because we pulled a Skull Hunter, a Scavenger, and an Armament Core. The real big pick here in my eyes is between the Skull Hunter and the Armament Core. Typically you could pick up a Scavenger later on. Skull Hunters are just really hard to replace, and it is a warrior, works really well with our first pick. So while I think Armament Core is one of the better uncommons and better than quite a few rares, still think Skull Hunter might be the pick. Just because it keeps us in one color, it's a warrior, works really well with our first pick, and that seems good enough. So, notable cards in this pack, there's a Scion of Glaciers. There's not really a blue Warriors deck though, so can't really consider that too highly. There's a Mardu Rough Rider and a Krumar Bonkin in terms of Warriors. And again, I need to ask myself, is it worth just staying in one color for the difference in power level here? I still feel like it is. This effect is pretty nice, but it's a little slow, and the difference in stats is like not too different. Like raw power wise, these aren't far enough in difference for me to like want to jump into two more colors instead of just staying in one. Alright, this is a very interesting pack. Normally I'm a fan of Ponyback Brigade in these decks because, well, he's a warrior and he makes 3 2-1s with Raider Spoils out. Sure, they don't draw you cards, but they're nice. However, there is a Tuskguard captain in this pack, and it really doesn't make any sense why Tuskguard captain's here 4th pick. First of all, it's a warrior, which is good for me, but second of all, it's 3 mana 2/3 by itself with a cheap outlast. So this is like what was taken out of this pack. 2 uncommons and a rare, so it could have just been a really, really great pack. And the person knows he's passing me green at this point too. Pretty easy pick here. As much as I don't like moving in on an ally color combo, that pick just makes sense. Bring Low and Burn Away are decent, and if I'm splashing like red or something, doing like a Jund strategy, or just black-red maybe, Burn Away seems like the pick. The other option is Dragon Scale Boon, but it's so much worse than Burn Away that I think I'm just going to take the Burn. Well, this is also an intriguing pack, and it's where a lot of decisions will be made. Woolly Loxodon is in fact a warrior. It's a very slow guy. It's a very beefy guy. It can kind of turn into like a sort of mid-range warrior deck. He's a really, really powerful guy, just in general. Another option is Hordling Outburst, which works really well with stuff like Trumpet Blast and like a token sort of theme, which isn't terrible with Raider Spoils and sort of warriors. You could also take a Windsguard Crag in hopes of maybe moving into Mardu. Not really anything else is an option. I'm going to take the Woolly Loxodon. Personally, I'd rather be 2 colors with these sorts of aggressive decks, and potentially a black-green deck would be nice. Well, black and green aren't even in this pack, so I'm just going to take the warrior, even though he's totally off color. Yeah, I'm just going to take a Krumar Bondkin. Warshrieker may be the most powerful card in this pack, though you may still want to move. Nah, I think I'm going to take the Krumar Bondkin. I know I want to be black, and the rest is still very much up to what I get past. I may not want Warshrieker. Alright, there's really not many options in this pack besides this Bondkin, so I'm just going to take it. It's between Act of Treason and Highland Game. Not a huge fan of either, but I'd rather be green, so I'll take one of these cards. I'll just take the creature. Sideboard. Don't really want to start any of those. I don't really want to start that either. So that first pack was okay. It wasn't very good, but could have been worse. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, we pulled the best bomb in the set. Yeah, I don't know what I'm playing now, but I'm definitely playing this Wingmate Rock. Probably a white-black Warriors deck. Maybe Splash Green. Supposedly I could even be like a black-green Warriors deck splashing white, but that's a lot harder with Wingmate. Could take this Horde Chief. It's probably the pick. It's just a really, really, really good guy. The other option would be Scoured Barons. I think in this archetype, Horde Chief is just so good that I have to take it. Hateblade is also a warrior, as a matter of fact. Debilitating Injury is one of the better commons, but I think Hateblade is better in this deck. Works well with Timely Hordemate, works well with Raider Spoils, obviously. Works well with Skull Hunter, too. Another Raider Spoils. Having two of these is nice, but having more than two is pushing it a little. Just being able to much more reliably draw this is important. So I'll pick it up. Nice, we got a Skull Hunter. Also, I wasn't really passing much in that pack. Alright, get to pick up another Timely Hordemate. Works really well with Skull Hunter and Hateblade. It's just another warrior too, so cool. In this third pack, ideally I'd like to pick up some Chiefs. Take Up Arms is 3 warrior bodies, 2 Raider Spoils, makes it a lot better. Yeah, nothing really else for me in the pack, so just go there. Could take a Bitter Revelation. There's a chance makes the deck. It's a little slow, but it could help keep us moving, help find our Wingmate Rock. Maybe we put like a Skull Hunter in the graveyard, and then get Timely Hordemate to bring it back. something like that. Could take Jeskai Student in case there's like a tokens deck, which I mean we did pass really late Hordling Outburst. So against that deck we might want like to side in Jeskai Student. So nothing for our deck here, so just gonna take the best card. Again, nothing for our deck, so we'll take... I'm most afraid of that card, even though it's not the best card in that pack. Again, nothing. I'll hate the fixing, take the naturalize because we are playing 2 Raider Spoils. Yeah, so hopefully we get like a Chief of the Scale or a Chief of the Edge in this third pack. There are a lot of things we can open. Chief of the Scale would be my preferred one, simply because we have a lot of low toughness bodies and playing 3 Bronskins and 2 Timely Horde mates. Oh wow, what a pack. So there are a lot of cards I would like out of this pack. There's Hateblade and Horde Chief in Suspension Field that are all on color. There's a Siege Rhino, which is one of the most ridiculous cards. You get to play like Wingmake Rock Siege Rhino deck. We don't have fixing at the moment, which is a little rough, but honestly that guy's fine at all points in the game. This big question is move in on another color for the best card in the pack, or take a Suspension Fields for just really good removal. I just want to take the Siege Rhino, honestly. Wow, how does this pack have nothing for us? This is an impressively light pack. May as well take the Death Frenzy as the card I'm most scared of. Jungle Hollow can help us play the Siege Rhino and this Woolly Lockstone. But this is pack 3 and we are light on playables. So I'm just going to take the Warrior. Again, just going to take 2 Warriors. Which one do I want? Krumar isn't great. Harrier has flying. It's easier to get through with Raider Spoils. I'm just going to split it to 1 and 1. Second Harrier or a Jungle Hollow? Just checking what I can play if I have to play more green cards. I think it's second Harrier. Just take a smite here. Could take another Krumar or a Throttle. I just want to give a quick look on creature count as well as removal. Really lacking on removal, but I may just want the Krumar anyway. Just a critical mass of warriors. Jungle Hollow made it back around. That's awesome. Dutiful Return or Hate the Naturalize. Not really playing anything out of this pack. Oh boy, we're gonna have to play some cards that I don't want to play. On the upside, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 warriors. Yeah. Just gonna hate the Horde Ambusher, I guess. And Bloodfire Expert, Dragon Scale Boon, and Tusk Coloston's a stick. Alright, so cards we're gonna have to play since we have 21 and we need to get up to 23 probably, yeah. And put in the Tuskguard Captain and the Rakshasa Secret. Yeah. Alright, so now I need 16 more lands after the Jungle Hollow. Black is my primary. So this leaves us 8 swamps, 7 plains, and 3 forests. Sounds about right. Alright, let's go. Back for gameplay.